Morning. Nice to be in the woods. Nice to have a walk and kind of think through things. And what's sort of on my mind today is this idea of civility. And I don't think it's, I try to think, well, is this generation base? Is it just me, an octogenarian, complaining about people's manners, or is there a thread of commonness that we would understand to be civil to one another, to be kind, to be to be able to stand our own ground and be able to define ourselves. Ability to listen to others' ideas and decide whether or not you want to accept them or not, and if you're pressed, you'll give your reasons why, without attacking the other person. Say, well, you believe that this way because you're a bad person, and I'm a good person, and I don't have to have anything to do with you. That's not what I mean. How do we have discourse in these most complicated times and treat people with respect and kindness? Yeah, it's a challenge for us today, and that it's a challenge in our families, in our neighborhoods, our workplaces, and in our nation. We have a certain ethical, civil expectation as how we act in the workplace today, in terms of words we use and how we comport ourselves. And they've held fairly true throughout the years, and we've finally started to press back against the things in the workplace which are not very nice, about sexist behavior and harassment based on a race or gender or sexual orientation. And that's been hard for a lot of workplaces and a lot of workers. So how do we enter into this political realm we're having right now, where everything is bifurcated? You're either for or against us, and there's very little middle ground. I used to believe that a lot of things. I used to believe that we held a common set of values as Americans, and I see that I don't think that's quite true today. I thought that we, were able to discuss ideas and maybe take a little bit of the sort of opponent's position that we felt was correct and really right, and be able to hold that position without being labeled as a betrayer or a traitor to your own group. Can you be a conservative and say Black Lives Matter? Well, I think you can. I think many conservatives would join in that. And that doesn't mean that other lives don't matter. It means that historically in America, and read the history lessons. It's right there. It's very uncomfortable. Historically, Black lives did not matter. They didn't matter. So let's make them matter. And that doesn't mean that we're going to lose something, that your white life or your Asian wife or your Hispanic life didn't matter. Of course it does. Where lives don't matter, we should make them matter. And I think that's really important. So I'm tense as we go forth to this election. No matter who wins, there's going to be some sense of disarray out there. Some continuing, you're bad because you're on their side. I'm good because I'm on my side. I just hope it doesn't. But there's some things that we need fixing in this country. And I know most police want to do a good job, just like I did when I was a police officer, and they want to help people, but they feel so oppressed for having to suffer from the sins of other police officers. And that's a tough position to hold. You want to be supportive of your fellow officers, and at the same time, you know that, well, they certainly could have done a lot better. So our life today is I think a very strange life. And I just pray that, that I'm not turning into an old crabby old guy, and that I'm still holding perspective, that I try to sort of understand the quote-unquote other side, that is, people who don't hold the same ideas I do. I'm willing to listen to them. I hope you are too. And I'm willing to give them a test, across the board, and say, okay, wait a second. How does this fit in? How does this fit in with the things that I believe in? And just have to process that. I think that's where we're at. So that's my whimsical wandering for today. It's already hot. It's going to be a pistol out there. Take care of yourself. God bless you, and let us be kind and gentle with one another. Peace.